it's Tegan. Okay, so today I am finally back to you guys with another bookish video, and this is actually one I'm really excited about, and that is my Lifeline Bookfest book haul. I actually did one of these last year, and I just had a lot of fun doing it because I always pick up a lot of really fun books. And this year I actually have two separate hauls to show you guys because I ended up going to both the Gold Coast Lifeline Bookfest and the Brisbane Lifeline Bookfest, which happened with like a few weeks in between each other. And so the Brisbane Lifeline Bookfest was a few weeks ago, and then the Gold Coast Bookfest was actually today. And so I was waiting until I went to the Gold Coast one to share all of these books with you guys, and I actually have like 42 or so books to share with you guys, so I'm not going to be going into really any detail about them. And also with a lot of them I don't really know much about them at all. They were just like $1 or $2, so I picked them up. Actually, if you don't know what the Lifeline Bookfest is, basically it is a sort of touring book fest, not really touring, but this book fest that goes around Australia, and basically people donate their books to them, like books that they don't read anymore, books that they don't want anymore, and they donate them to Lifeline, and Lifeline holds a book fest, and all of the money raised goes towards charities. They also have like different stores that do clothing and toys and that sort of stuff, but I go to the book fest and it's a good time because there's always a lot of fun books there, and then also you're supporting charities and such as well. The books are also always very cheap. There's always like $1 sections, $2.50 sections, there's $3 books, like higher quality sort of books. I've got quite a large stack of books next to me to share with you guys. I'm literally just going to be pulling them out one by one. I'm going to start with the books that I got at the Brisbane Book Fest just because they're the ones that I have next to me, and then I will move on to the ones that I got at the Gold Coast Book Fest. But yes, I'm just going to jump straight into it, or else this video is literally going to be a million hours long. So without further ado, here are all of the books that I got at the Lifeline Book Fest. First up is The Syndrome by John Case, The Order of the Illuminated Knights by Brian Bresee. You will notice throughout this video I suck at pronouncing names. I'm assuming this is Funny Valentine by Amy Jenkins. And then I ended up picking up the City of Bones audiobook by Cassandra Clare, and it is read by Ari Graynor. I've got Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging by Louise Renison. I have watched the movie ages ago and I really liked it when I watched it, and I just wanted to see what the book was all about. Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson. Once again, I loved the movie when I was younger and I never actually read the book, so I'm really excited to finally own this so I can read the original story. Unwind by Neil Shusterman. Vanished, which this is books 1 and 2, so When Lightning Strikes and Codename Cassandra. It's got both books in there, and it's by Meg Cabot. Gloria's Ghost by Christine Bennett. Dead Man's Folly by Agatha Christie. See How They Run by Peter Mapleson. Tiger Eyes by Judy Blume. Dirty Game by Jessie Kean. The Amityville Horror, The Untold Stories by John G. Jones. The Winner's Curse by Marie Rakowski. I actually remember this book going around BookTube a while back, and I never ended up picking up a copy of it, but now I have it and I'm excited to get into it. Al Capone Does My Shirts by Jennifer Choldenko. An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. This is actually the only John Green book I don't own, except for, is it called like Let It Snow, Let It Snow? I don't think I own that one, or I know I don't own that one. I think that's the only other one I don't own, but I'm so happy to finally own this. It is a pretty beat up copy, but I'm still so excited to finally own this and finally read it because I love John Green so much. Torment by Lauren Cates. This is the sequel to Fallen, which I actually picked up at the Bookfest last year, so I'm happy to own the sequel now. The Tomorrow Code by Brian Faulkner. Past Secrets by Kathy Kelly. And Gideon by Russell Andrews. And those are all of the books that I got at the Brisbane Bookfest. and the pile next to me is about to fall over. The Brisbane Book Fest is split up into sections, so at every section they wrap up your books so that they know that you've paid for the ones in each section. So now I've just got like a bunch of paper just everywhere, all over the floor in my room, which is great. Okay, and now I'm going to move on to the books that I picked up today at the Gold Coast Book Fest. The Gold Coast Book Fest is slightly smaller than the Brisbane Book Fest. There's not as many books, but I do pretty much always find at least some books that I want to read, and I picked up quite a few this time. I've got 21 from the Gold Coast Book Fest, and most of these ones I actually got in the children's section because they kind of mix in the YA books with the children's section. I didn't really go through the normal paperback fiction books, which is what I normally do at the Brisbane one, so yeah, I'm really excited to read all of the books that I picked up. Most of them are either middle grade or YA. So first up, I've got City of Ember by Jeanne Deprow. I remember watching this movie forever ago, and it was actually one of the first introductions that I had to dystopian societies, and I don't think I ever read the book. I kind of flashbacks of reading it, but I don't remember it at all, so I'm excited to finally own this. Next, I've got Operation Trinity from the Cahill Files from the 39 Clues series, and this is by Clifford Riley. I actually collect all of these books. If you follow me on Goodreads at all, which I will leave linked down below, you would know I have been rereading these recently, and I saw this one there and I don't own this one, and I've collected quite a few of them, but there are a few that I don't have, and so I was really excited to see this one there, and yeah, I'm excited to add it to my collection. Nowhere Boys by Elise McCready. A Straight Line to My Heart by Bill Condon. The 100 by Cass Morgan, which I have heard a lot of really good things about the TV show, but I've never actually watched it, and then I saw the book at Bookfest and I thought I might as well pick it up. Wonderstruck by Brian Selznick, which, oh my god, I'm so excited to own this. I remember, I think it was Jesse from Jesse the Reader got this book when it first came out, and I remember him being so excited about it, and I wanted to pick it up as soon as he started talking about it, but I never did. And basically this book is told from two different perspectives, but one of the perspectives is told through photos and one of the perspectives is told through text, which is really, really cool, and I'm actually so excited to read this. House of Secrets by Chris Columbus and Ned Vizini. I will be completely honest, I have no idea what this book is about. The cover looked kind of interesting, it's got sprayed edges, and also J.K. Rowling blurbed this book, and it is written by one of the producers or directors of the Harry Potter series. Next, I've got Ink Spell by Cornelia Funk. I actually own Ink Heart, which is the first book in this series, and I thought I need to pick this one up, and it's such a pretty edition. Oh my god, I'm literally so in love with it. Half Wild by Sally Green, and once again I saw this book going around BookTube ages ago and never actually picked it up. This is actually the second book in the series. The first one is like Half Blood, Half Bad, and I don't actually own that book, but I saw this and it was $2 and I was like, it's too good of a bargain to pass by, especially if I know I'm going to end up reading the series in the near future, so I picked it up anyways. Those Left Behind, which is one of the Serenity comics, and it's written by Joss Whedon, Brett Matthews, and Will Conrad. If you don't know, Firefly is my favorite TV show of all time. It got canceled, and Joss Whedon, who was the creator of the entire show, wrote some comics to kind of wrap up some loose ends before the movie did that as well, and this is one of them. I already own Shepherd's Tale, but when I saw this and it was $1, I was like, oh my god, I have to own this. The Demigod Diaries by Rick Riordan. It's a part of Heroes of Olympus. The Wizard of Oz by L.E. Brom, and this is just a really pretty semi-illustrated edition. Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott. I just could not pass up owning a classic in this edition. Like, it is so gorgeous. Like, this is like faux leather or whatever, and it's such a pretty edition, and just the cover, oh my god, I'm obsessed with this book. I love this so much. Losing It by Lizzie Wilcott. The Wishing Spell from the Land of Stories by Chris Colfer, and this is written by Kurt from Glee, and I loved Glee, and I saw this and I knew he had written, but I've never picked up any of his books before, and I had to own it. Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey, and another classic, Matilda by Roald Dahl. I've never read this, or I might have when I was really little. I'm not entirely sure, but it definitely has not been read in a very long time, and I loved this movie growing up, so I just had to pick it up. And once again, it's got some really cute illustrations throughout, so I'm really happy to own this. The Giver by Lewis Lowry, The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly, The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, but I've never actually read either of them. I've just absolutely loved the movies because I grew up watching them, and I'm really excited to own this. And finally, the last book that I have to share with you guys is The Declaration by Gemma Malley. I picked this up because it's talking about how if you liked Divergent, like in here it goes, to anyone who's a fan of Divergent by Veronica Roth, the Hunger Games series, or Rochelle Mead's Vampire Academy series, this is a must read. I love dystopian. Divergent is my favorite trilogy of all time. I absolutely love Hunger Games, and so I had to buy it and see what it was all about. Oh, okay, that is my haul. I don't even know if I want to try and pick these up, you guys. There's a lot of books next to me. I am surrounded by books, but I'm gonna try for you guys. We're missing a few, but this is what we're gonna get. So these were all of the books that I got at the Lifeline Bookfest. There's a lot of them, and I'm really excited to finally own new bookshelves so I can put them up and actually have space. And there they all go tumbling. All right, I tried my best. So that is going to be the end of this very long book haul. I had a lot of books to show you guys, and I'm really excited about all of them. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And you can also leave a comment down below letting me know if you have read any of these books and if I should be excited for any of them, because I would really love to know. And yeah, you can also hit that subscribe button down below if you would like to be notified when I post new videos. So yeah, I'm gonna try and clean up these books, and that's gonna be about it for today. I'm Tegan, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!